Hello, fighters, survivors, and thrivers. Welcome to the Cancer Show. It is Cancer Tip Tuesday. And my tip today was about pain medication. For those of you that may be having a rough time getting off your pain meds, don't worry. Just relax and let your doctor know. Because it depends how long you've been taking your pain meds, but if you've been taking them for a long time, it almost becomes natural to take your pain medication on a daily basis. But it's a combination between your body craving it and also just, habit. For me, two things happened with me and my medication. The very beginning, when I just had my big surgery, I was in a lot of pain. I know I've mentioned that before, but it was a lot of pain. And I was afraid that I was going to get addicted to the pain meds, which is interesting because I've never been addicted to anything. Maybe my tea in the morning, but I could live without my tea. Actually, I didn't drink anything hot during my treatment, which was interesting. Maybe some chamomile tea, but for the most part, I just drank Sobe. It's the orange Sobe, and I drink it at room temperature, and I've never had one since. Even if I look at it, I'm like, ooh. And then I'm like, okay, I'm grateful that I had something that I liked to drink. But anyways, I called my surgeon because my surgeon gave me his cell number. Isn't that cool? Like, I don't know how many surgeons do that, but Dr. Sack, UCLA, was amazing. He's retired now, but he gave me his cell number. So I call him like all messed up. I'm like, and he's like, okay, are you taking your pain medication? Well, it's not like kind of. It's like, no. You have to stay up on it. You have to stay on top of it. You can't even let it go. Like, set the timer. Don't let yourself get behind in your pain medication because it takes longer to catch up. So if it's every 4 hours, make sure on that 4th hour that you're taking it. That will help alleviate your pain. It will help. And so I said to him, I'm worried. And he's like, no, you're going to be fine. Don't worry. You're not going to get addicted. You're going to be fine. So after that, I started taking my medication when I was supposed to. And then, of course, like when I didn't need it, on the days that I didn't need it, I didn't take it. But I had like really, really like bad headaches. I guess they were almost migraines. They last like a whole week. The whole day I'd have a headache. From the minute I woke up to the minute I went to bed. And I can remember just being like, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to take my Ambien and go to sleep. So when I finished treatment, I had some Percocet. I had Percocets. That's what that was my pain reliever, and I had some left. And I felt like during that point, life was going so fast because you just like step back into your life that you left however long ago that was like for me like over a year. And so it was like intense driving on the freeway, life going so fast, going here, going there. And my children were so young. So there was lots of activity, and it was like, whoa, like, whoo, take a breath, especially driving like on the freeway. I would avoid the freeway because it was all going so fast, and that's not my nature. Like I like to go fast, but I was very cautious. I was very cautious of everything around. And so what I would do is I would take my Percocet and I would chop it into four quarters, like 4 little quarters, and I would just take one, just a quarter, take the edge off. And I did that until they were all gone. And then they were all gone. I said to my oncologist, I said, Dr. Decker, can I have some more Percocet? And then he said, no. And I'm like, but why? He's like, no, take Tylenol. I'd be like, Tylenol doesn't do anything. Guffaw, Tylenol. You wouldn't give me any, and you can't get any. They're very difficult to get, which is a great thing. And I don't like any other, like Vicodin makes me sick, and morphine makes me like crazy, like hallucinating. And but I was allowed to have Ambien, so I had Ambien until I didn't have any more Ambien, and I stopped with the Ambien as well. And the thing about Ambien, that's really addictive, because Ambien is like, you take it and then boom, you're asleep. It's magic. So easy. Just like, and when you wake up, at least for me, I'm clear. Like I'm not foggy. Any of those over the counter sleeping pills, I'd be like so groggy and just like felt like a film was like in front of my eyes. So I never ever use those. So with the Ambien, it was just like so easy to go to sleep. So now, so the other thing about Ambien that I wanted to share is, like, if you are still taking Ambien or you're new to Ambien, do not text in between taking the Ambien and going to sleep. I have to find my text messages that I would send my friends in between that, like, hallucinatory, psychedelic time period, and I would text the craziest things. And I wake up in the morning, I look at my phone, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's my Ambien." So yeah, I have that phone. I've got to like activate it again, and I want to look at those text messages from back in 2013, because they were pretty funny, talking about snowflakes dancing on my tongue and my nose, and walking through the luscious green forest with the trees as high to the sky, and like, when are we gonna go see the Prince concert? Prince wasn't even doing crazy stuff. So that's Ambien. Now, instead of Ambien, I use melatonin, but I don't use it every night. I use it when I need to use it, and I get the lowest the lowest dose is like 2 milligrams. I get like the 5, and I take that. And you can also have chamomile tea. I listen to meditation as I'm going to sleep, so that really helps me. There's lots of ways to help you get to sleep, but melatonin is safe, and it works. It's not quite as efficient as Ambien, but it's better for you, and it's not really addictive. I think if you are like, I have to have it, it's because it's just habitual. Okay, so my friend, she had breast cancer and she was addicted to Vicodin, and I was coaching her, and then she, we became friends. I usually become friends with the people that I'm coaching, and so I helped her out with that. And I had another friend also who was addicted to Percocet. So they went to their doctors, and the doctor they give them like a pill that is like not as strong, like Norco. I think Norco's a little bit less intense. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But they basically weaned them off their medication. So do not be afraid to stay on top of your medication, to take your medication. And I know that you hear horror stories, and sometimes it does happen. Like, it's true. Sometimes people do, they injure their back, and they get on pain meds, especially fentanyl. Like, I've heard horrible stories about that. But that's not going to be you, and you're going to tell yourself that it's not going to be you, because it's not. It's temporary. You are going to wean yourself off of it. You are going to get back into your life, and you're going to be busy. You're not going to. Also, like, when you're not in pain anymore and you take it, it has a different effect. You don't feel the same. Like, I remember towards the end of those quarters, like, I felt like maybe really just super tired, or like a little dizzy, or I don't know, just hi honey, here comes Delilah. Hello I would just feel, I'm doing a live, baby. I'm doing a live. Yes, I'm doing a live. Sit down. Delilah had 8 puppies. I don't know if you saw, but she's taking a little break now. She just nursed them. You're a good doggy. So, what was I saying? Like some people do get addicted, but if you weren't an addictive person before, you probably won't be after. I know so many people that have gone through treatment and are fine, are totally fine. So use your medication to help you get through. Don't be afraid. If you're having an issue, if you're having a problem getting off, then tell your doctor, tell them. They will help you. This is something that they deal with all the time. So it's not something to be ashamed of, or, like feel bad about yourself for. It's like, it's a long time to have cancer. So, if you're going through surgeries and radiation and treatment, and it's okay. I didn't even have medication until, actually I got them. I got them the Percocet after my surgery, but before that, with radiation, I went for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and you get it 5 days a week, and you get the weekends off because cancer doesn't work on the weekend. That's what he would say. My doctor would say as a joke, and so I didn't, it wasn't affecting me. Or so I thought. It wasn't affecting me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to I had this vision that I was going to get through chemo and radiation, perfectly. Yeah. No, not the case at all. And so I kept saying they were so nice to the people that, that would line you up and make sure that you're in the right place. So when you're getting radiation, and they're just so lovely. And I'm saying, oh yeah, it's not affecting me. It's not affecting me. And I'd say, oh, well, it's accumulative. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay. So week 5, I was sitting in my doctor's, in one of the rooms. He was going to come and see me, check in with me. And I was in a lot of pain by now. A lot of pain, because it burns the skin off your body. It literally burns your skin off. And, I cry for other people, but crying for myself, I don't do a lot of that. And so I was sitting there and I was kind of cry, just a little bit, a little tear. And the nurse walked by. She's like, Allison's crying? No. What's happened? What's going on? I'm like, I'm in pain. She's like, not a problem. And so they got the pain they had the pain doctor. The pain doctor came in and he gave me something, and that helped. And then I had the big surgery, and then I got Percocet. That's my first time on Percocet. So even with the Percocet, I think I only took the full one, the full pill in the beginning. After that, I always broke it in half or into fours, because it was just too much for me. It was just too much. It was just too strong. So, you figure that out for yourself, and you take that, you take the amount that works for you, and, consult your doctor. Always consult your doctor, because they've been doing this for usually a long time, and there's probably nothing they haven't heard or had to deal with. So, that's what I wanted to share with you, to stay on top of it, not to worry about it. Don't make yourself crazy. If you think you're addicted, you're not. You're probably not. And if you are, well, there's help for you too. We're in this together. We are one. We are united. All right, gang. I will see you tomorrow for Cancer-Centric Workout Wednesday. Low impact. Wear something comfortable on your feet and workout wear. And we're going to do we're just going to work out, use our bodies, get our blood flowing, our heart beating, and we're just going to have some fun. Also, check out the Cancer Show, my YouTube channel. I've got stuff going on there. And my course, I just finished my first course. Well, not now, it's a couple months, but it's called How to Get Through Cancer with a Smile, which I did, which is... for the most part, not the part when I was crying. Well, actually, sometimes I'd be like crying and smiling. It's true. So, so if you check that out, it's, practices, strategies, hacks, just the things that I learned and implemented throughout my treatment and how it really, really helped me. And I'm a cancer coach, so if you need help, if you have a question, please message me, and I look so forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day, evening, morning, sleep, wherever you're at in the world. And thank you so much for joining me. I am grateful. And I am healthy, I'm happy, I am whole. I am healthy, I'm happy, I am whole. Thank you.